Right, okay, so I'm going to do a quick walk around this workshop to see what's going on, because I haven't posted too many videos in a while, and I thought I'd just give you that follow a quick update on what's going on in this particular workshop at the moment, because there's other cars that are coming after this. This one here was the Loner Ranger that I actually finished. It was done, and unfortunately it did this. 50 minutes of running, chewed the lobes off the cam. Turns out that this cam, which was supplied by the customer, the engine was actually had all the work done to it and had all the parts. They just wanted it to be reassembled by my engine builder, which was done. Turns out this is a incorrectly heat treated cam, so it chewed the lobes out. So we had to pull the engine out and put a crow cam in it, and new lifters, bearings, go through the entire engine again, because that engine ran for 50 minutes. So my brother, who's actually helping me do this at the moment and recording, give me a hand and put this engine back in. So we've buttoned all this up. This is pretty much nearly ready to go. I'm going to get the engine builder to come back and run it in just to dial the cam in and make sure that runs for 20 minutes and is bedded in. Carbies have pretty much been set on this, so we're nearly ready to go, and then I can start driving it, testing it, make sure I'm happy with all the quality that's going throughout the vehicle, and send it off to the customer. There is an issue with the pedal box at the moment, which I've made a separate video on, and I'll show you that right now. So the clutch pedal is giving us all sorts of grief at the moment. It's not, it feels really tight, and one of the things that I know with Toranas is that they wear pretty badly in here. Now, I was asked to put this in through the customer, because they said they reconditioned this, but they hadn't. What they've done is they put a kit into it here, which is the rare spare stuff, and they're the wrong for them. Now, I didn't check that because I thought they'd reconditioned and we were good to go. But what it does, it means that I don't have enough travel. So when you take your foot off the clutch, it's biting straight away as soon as you pull out. And it should have about, I don't know, a few centimeters of travel before the clutch starts to engage. And I couldn't get that. It was really hard to get it in gear as well. But it turns out, if you've got those bushes in it from rare spares, which are the wrong ones, you can see how much your clutch pedal's moving, which is wrong. And then the other issue that we've got, I don't know whether you can see this at home, is look at that wear. You can just see that wear there. That's nearly worn the whole way through. And that's from this linkage here. And what it does is it eats into it like that. Now, that's off of a later model car than this car here, because the ones that these came out with were just that thin. They put a second mounting backing plate on this to strengthen up, because they had this exact problem. So this is off of a different pedal box setup, and it would have been probably half that thickness, and you can see that half thickness is that wear in there. So that equates to about, I'd say about 4 to 5 mil of wear in there, which means that it's dropped. This thing here just drops. You can see it move, right? Falls into the groove, and it makes it bind badly in there. And then what you've done is, because it's dropped, you can't get that travel back, which means you're ever trying to over adjust the rat trap mechanism to make it worse, and you'll still get your travel and you'll still get it into gear, but it'll still feel terrible. And we've also got wear here. None of this is uncommon in Toranas. They've done hundreds of thousands of compressions, but you'll see that there's some wear along here as well, which has chewed out some of the material. All of that equates to about 4 to 5 mil. Doesn't sound like much, but it's a lot of travel at the end, and it doesn't help not having the correct bushes in. So we're gonna get all this welded up, get it reconditioned and fix it up. I've actually got another one that's being done at the moment, so I'm just gonna swap it out. But that'll nearly cut the entire way through it. And it's very common for Toranas. Off we go right now. And then if you come over here, we've got this purple one. So this is a Plum Dinger LC XU1. I'm partway through doing a restoration on this one. And this wasn't a full rotisserie restoration. It didn't need to be. There's no rust in this car at all. It was a respray. and we're just tidying up some of the interior. If you pop your head in there and have a look at the roof lining, I've just been doing the roof lining yesterday, so that's all pretty much done. There's a couple of creases up here at the moment, so we've got to put some more stuff down here on the B-fillers for some of the material. But having said that, this car is actually going off. It's been sprayed and it's been flattened out, but I'm going to keep going. It's got dust on the moment. We're sending this off to get fully smashed down, which will probably be an extra couple of $1,000s to get that done properly. But we'll make sure that once it's got water falling off of it, it's had the engine bay done on it, it's had the engine out. A lot of new stuff's been put into this car and it's slowly getting put back together, but it will come back mint with the bodywork, and then I'll finish off those final few things there, windscreens, bits and pieces. That car will be finished. Over here, this is the one of one. I won't say one of one, it's one of one colour, which is the Liniment LJ XU1. Special order, and it is on the tag. The tag will go on this car shortly. But you know, it is a matching numbers vehicle. It's been fully restored. I've done a huge amount of work on this to get it where it is today. And the customer's coming to pick this one up. So there are still a few teething issues with it that the customer will work their way through. But it's a beautiful car. The engine's really angry. I'm going to start that for you now, just so you can hear how much this thing loves. You know, for a 50-year-old car, they still sound great. So the customer's coming to get this one today, and I'm going to follow him home just to make sure everything's okay, because you just never know. There's still parts of here that can fail. Come this way. After I've finished all of these cars, I've got another one which is a rotisserie rebuild, which is over here. A lot of people have reacted to the colour of this car. It is beautiful. It is a CK prefix Bathurst XU1, so very rare. If you actually look at this car over here and the orange one that I'm working on at the moment, they're two Bathurst XU1s, plus I've got my XU1 as well, so that's three Bathurst XU1s. There's probably about 16 or so left, maybe, in the world. So these were the specific ones that were racing against the HOs of their time, and they had to be released by Holden so that they could have all these modifications to race on the Bathurst. Anyway, long story short, this one's next. This one's had a huge response ever since I got it back from the panel shop, but they have done a sensational job with this bodywork. It is beautiful, and this colour is amazing. And look, I'll be honest with you, when it comes to rebuilding these cars, I prefer to do a full rotisserie nut and bolt rebuild, because that way I'm in control of everything. 95% of this car is here. It's actually sitting behind on the shelves there, and some parts will need to be reconditioned, but whatever comes out of this car is going to go back into it. And then after that, I've got an Orchid Metallic LJ XU1 currently sitting in the panel shop, and I've got about 3 others that are going to be very similar to that purple Plumdinger XU1, where they're just coming in for a freshen up because they don't need a full rotisserie rebuild. So there's some of the services that I offer here. My brother's obviously helping me as well. So you know, you can go from a clean up to full rotisserie rebuild, and it all depends on your budget of what you want to do. But unfortunately, I'm pretty busy at the moment. I've got a fair bit on. But if you need anything, sing out.